What's up, geeks and gamers? It's Jeremy coming to you with another Saturday live stream. And today we got a little bit to talk about, got a few things to go over, but we are here and I'm happy to see all of you on another beautiful Saturday. We're going to roast Hollywood. We're going to laugh at Disney. We're going to laugh at their hypocrisy. We're going to laugh at the respect whammon nonsense. We're going to respect that the representation, the allies out there are getting destroyed by the very thing they have pandered to over and over and over again, and I love it. I see so many of you in the chat. I want to give a big shout out to someone I saw in the chat. Let me see. There we go. Legatus. This person is so active in the Geeks and Gamers forums. Incredible activity, incredible dedication to the geeksandgamers.com forums. Shout out to you. I appreciate you. I appreciate your consistency and everything. I always see you in the forums. I always see you giving feedback, being very patient with us while we continue to work on that website. And I appreciate you making that your home for your online discussions. It is awesome to see. So again, shout out to you and thank you so much. And yeah, I see Eric K is here, our wonderful mod who does a great job, on Friday Night Tights morning. That's right, man. Yeah, good morning to you. Gangsta Ghost says, I support you, geeks and gamers. Blue-eyed Scorpio, I see you trolling as usual, and I love it. And Judacon sends a super sticker with a fist bump. Thank you, Judacon. Appreciate you. What's up, Kaylee? See you in the chat. Wally Rays, how are you? Let's see, Pie Guy. Force Ghost Jeremy. What's up, Force Ghost Jeremy? I thought you retired, Force Ghost Jeremy. Not that I was upset by that. I totally understood, but I thought you do I remember that correctly, or did you change it back? Let me see. Every Decepticon ever. Love you, Jeremy. Keep up the fight. Thank you. I appreciate that. Only way I'm able to do that is because of all of you. Someone says nice hoodie. Well, thank you. We actually have this design in the Teespring store now. Christanova uploaded that. I don't know if we got everything, hoodies, t-shirts, everything, but we do have the Betsy Ross Geeks and Gamers design in the Teespring store. On Twitter, not on here. Got you. Appreciate that, man. Jeremy, last night's Friday Night Tights was a blast. It was, man. We had a lot of fun. We had a great turnout. Yellow Flash was there. We hit another record number of viewers, which is just insane. It keeps going up, and we are just blown away by all of it. Aram Sanchez says, keep up the good work, Big J. I owe you lunch next time you're in San Diego. Comic-Con is popping in November, I believe. G's up, you know the rest. Damn right. Thank you. Yeah, is Comic-Con, let's see. Is Comic-Con happening? I don't even remember. I thought I heard something about that. It's so hard to keep up with everything that's being canceled and the nonsense going on in the world right now. Thank you, Aram. I appreciate that. New update on the Chris Chan saga. Apparently he stole money from his mom last night. Dude, I mean, I'll be honest. I have never been overly familiar with this person. So I kind of did some research last night. I watched several videos on it, and it's just, I can't believe this is like a section of the internet I wasn't overly familiar with. I mean, I'm kind of familiar with the name and everything, but not the details. My goodness. What a strange story, man. The internet is a big place with some weird fucking people. I mean, it is strange. Like, insane. I truly am blown away by what I saw. My gosh. I just... My goodness. Salty has been pulling 20K between Rumble and Odyssey without YouTube. Dude, that is awesome. I love that. I love hearing that. Salty kills it on the YouTube or just on the live streaming. So the fact that he's pulling 20K without YouTube, huge win. Huge win for the Salty Army. That's a huge win for all of us. Let me see. Yeah, this whole Chris Chan thing, man. Ricada's stream last night talked about it in great detail with the guy who was helping out Chris. Yeah, I saw Nick was live about that. I didn't get a chance to check it out. So, let me see. Okay, so we're going to talk about a few things today, obviously. I wanted to get into a lot of the Disney nonsense going on. First thing I wanted to talk about was this story right here, which I think is just absolutely hilarious. So obviously Scarlett Johansson and many other women, prominent women within Hollywood are really frustrated with Disney. And Disney has pandered over and over and over and over again, whined and cried, told us how we have to respect women, how we have to believe women, how we have to support women, how we have to make sure we have representation. And if any men are against women in the entertainment industry, it's because you are toxic men and you need to be destroyed. The patriarchy must be destroyed. We have seen this over and over again. And to see them getting eaten alive by the same social justice that they have pandered to is the most beautiful thing I have ever seen. I will not stop making fun of Disney. I will not stop highlighting their hypocrisy. And now you've got Women in Film Los Angeles, Reframe and Time's Up issued a joint statement against Disney's response to Scarlett Johansson. We stand firmly against Disney's recent statement, which attempts to characterize her as an insensitive or selfish for defending her contractual rights. This gendered attack has no place in a business dispute and contributes to an environment in which women and girls are perceived as less able than men to protect their own interests without facing criticism. Love it, love it, love it. This is what you get when you pander to nonsensical identity politics. You get eaten alive by your own logic. We have heard this over and over again when the Brett Kavanaugh situation was going on. It was believe all women. We can't question a woman's experience. We can't actually ask for details. We can't actually ask for due process. We can't ask for an investigation. We just have to believe all women. So if you are supposed to believe all women, then Disney, am I supposed to believe Scarlett Johansson? Am I supposed to potentially believe Emily Blunt, who's rumored to also maybe file a lawsuit against them? Emma Stone, who's considering reportedly to file a lawsuit against Disney? Am I supposed to believe all women? I would like for you to answer that fucking question. But of course, they won't answer that question because they're a bunch of cowards who are busy virtue signaling and pushing identity politics. They don't actually believe in the shit that they are constantly trying to project onto the fans. But as I've said, and I've said this over and over again, and I will continue to say it, for anyone upset about how Scarlett Johansson is being treated, I want receipts, okay? If you're upset with how Disney has responded to Scarlett Johansson, where is your response for how Disney treated Gina Carano? Where are you on record calling out Disney's behavior for how they publicly fired and shamed Gina Carano? Where are you at on that? Where are you? Because I am pretty sure that you didn't say anything about it. A lot of these people who are pretending to be offended over Scarlett Johansson now, I'm pretty sure none of them have had anything to say about what happened with Gina Carano. But we saw this. We've seen this before and before. And they're not going to call it out. Because why? Because Gina doesn't line up with their narrative. Now, I said that I don't like Scarlett Johansson and her politics, but I do like her as an actress. And I can separate the two in most cases. Some cases I can't. And in a lot of times it's getting far more difficult than it used to be. It used to be extremely difficult to just easily separate the art from the artist. Okay? But there's been people in recent memories, people like Mark Hamill. Okay? I can't separate the art from the artist with Mark Hamill anymore. Mark Hamill has a severe case of TDS, okay? He has a severe case of TDS. It's just that simple. And the dude is gone. I have no respect for Mark Hamill. None. Do I appreciate what he did as Luke Skywalker? Yes. But Mark Hamill hates my guts. He literally hates my guts. Not me personally. I don't think he knows who I am. I'm saying me as a Trump supporter. He hates my guts because I don't line up with his worldview. So he despises me. He thinks I'm beneath humanity. You know, Mark Hamill is gone. Brie Larson is another one that I can't separate the art from the artist because Brie Larson is just such an insufferable, horrible person. You know, by the way, and there's a lot of joke behind it. By the way, thank you for the super sticker. Benjamin says, where's it at? Number one fan. Thank you, Benjamin. Appreciate that. And yeah, with Brie Larson is someone that I obviously hope files a lawsuit against Disney. I don't think she will. But can you imagine the beauty of it if she actually did do that? I mean, look, I posted this. Right here. If Brie Larson files a lawsuit against Disney, that will be me right there. I will be the happiest person on the planet if Brie Larson files against Disney. It will be the most beautiful thing ever. I don't think it's going to happen, but you know what? Wishful thinking at this point. If that happens, it will be the most beautiful thing ever. I don't think it'll happen. Man, we got super chats coming in. Lulu with the $20 super sticker. You are amazing. Thank you, Lulu. I appreciate that. I really do appreciate that. And Raj H, I see you, Raj H. Let me see if I can find it. It already got past me, it looks like. Raj H with a super sticker. Thank you, Raj H. Huge supporter, always dropping super stickers on all of these live streams, supporting everybody. But again, what this all comes down to, the hypocrisy of the situation. Disney has weaponized identity politics. Disney and Hollywood have weaponized identity politics, and they've decided that if they make a bad movie, if they make a bad product, they can just blame it on the toxic male fans. We can just blame it on the toxic male fans because a woman apparently has never been in a movie before in the history of Hollywood. A woman has never appeared in anything until the Marvel Cinematic Universe decided to put a woman in a film. Captain Marvel, and now you got Scarlett Johansson. I mean, it's just so ridiculous. It's so funny to watch this all play out, and the hypocrisy just continues to expose itself. It is just great. Let me see. Nice lighting. Do I have nice lighting? I changed it up a little bit a few weeks ago, and I do think that it's added some personality to the stream. But the other thing we're going to talk about Masters of the Universe. And I want to talk about this article that I posted about, because they are already trying to shift the narrative. Okay. This is what they always do. It's all about identity politics, and the narrative is starting to shift. It's only a matter of time before they start doing exactly what I said they would do, because this is the only trick they have. It's to blame the fans with toxicity and racism. And that is starting. They're starting to lay the foundation for that, because Masters of the Universe is a complete and total disaster. All right. I love the fact that there's people out there that have literally taken the position that Masters of the Universe Revelation is a masterpiece simply because they don't like me, or they're jealous of people like Yellow Flash or Ryan Kinnell, because those channels get views and these other channels don't. So they've literally taken the position that we're going to take a stand against the toxic YouTubers that are trashing Masters of the Universe. Masters of the Universe is a bad show. It's a fucking terrible show. And that's fine if you like it. As I've said, with any movie, with any piece of entertainment, you can like whatever you want. You can like anything you want. It's okay to like bad movies. It's okay to like bad shows. It's not okay to call people racist and sexist because they don't like something you like. That's the problem with it. That's the whole entire situation. So now we're going to talk about Masters of the Universe because this is beginning right here. That's right. That's right. Lethal Lightning, you got to see this. All right, let me see if I can click on that. Can I click on that? What? All right, I'll go to that in just a minute. What the hell? Thank you, Lethal. Thank you. Okay, so right here is Tiffany Smith, who had to write an article to celebrate that she played the first Black woman in Kevin Smith's Masters of the Universe. Why is this necessary, you ask? Why is it necessary to write an article after the fact, after the film or the show is released, and after we have established that it's a bad show and no one likes it? Kevin Smith has been getting absolutely just destroyed, and then his response makes it even worse. Kevin Smith is doing exactly what Rian Johnson did with The Last Jedi. He's doing exactly what Disney did with The Last Jedi. He's doing exactly what Paul Feig did with Ghostbusters 2016. He can't just take the criticism for what it is. He has to shift the blame. He has to blame the fans because they didn't like his bullshit. This happens every single time. Now, if you look at someone like Colin Trevorrow with the Jurassic World movies, look, the first Jurassic World was fine. The second one was absolutely horrific. I don't even know where are we at? How many Jurassic World movies are there? I remember hating that second one, and I haven't seen anything since. Maybe there hasn't been any. I can't even keep up. But the point is that Colin Trevorrow, he took fans' complaints into consideration, and he owned it, and he accepted it. He didn't blame the fans for their opinions. He accepted it. He says, "Sorry, guys. You know what? I'm listening, and we're going to try to do better in the future." Kevin Smith can't do that. Kevin Smith, the same guy who's been a icon of the geek community, is now telling people to grow up if they don't like his movie. Grow up if you don't like his movie or TV show. This guy, Kevin Smith, is telling people to grow up. Think about that for a minute. Kevin Smith telling people to grow up if they don't like his movie opinion. Now you've got Tiffany Smith writing articles, identity politics driven articles, because they are trying to shift the narrative. They're getting ready to call fans racist and sexist. That's what they're getting ready to do. It happens every single time. It happens every single time. Let me show you guys this. What the hell? These damn memes. All right, let me see. All right. What? Alex McCarthy, always memeing the hell out of me, memeing the hell out of all of us. Shout out to Alex and Lethal and the full Aussie. Loving the memes, guys. Loving the memes. Let's see here. Let me get caught up. All right, so we got some super chats, and I will get to them in a minute. We're also going to discuss the whole situation with Black Widow. So remember when Black Widow released? All right, you remember when it released, and it had it had a pretty decent opening weekend. Okay, pretty decent opening weekend. And even I said, like, okay, it performed better than I thought it would. And I made a video on that, and I completely owned the fact that, yeah, it did perform better than I thought it would. It shows the power of the MCU. It shows the marketing of the MCU. But Black Widow is not a good movie. Black Widow was a bad movie. It was always a bad movie. It was always a bad movie. Okay. And now it has been confirmed by the actions of Scarlett Johansson that it is, in fact, a complete and total failure. Black Widow lost money. Black Widow is a failure, because if Black Widow would have made a lot of money and would have been a huge success, Scarlett Johansson would be filing this lawsuit. So this is essentially Scarlett Johansson just going, yeah, my movie sucked, and I don't want to take responsibility for my movie sucking, so I'm going to sue Disney. Now, again, I'm not a fan. I'm not on the side of Disney in this situation either. Fuck Disney, okay? And fuck Scarlett Johansson. I don't care who who ultimately wins. I do believe Scarlett Johansson ultimately will win by default because I think Disney will settle out of court because this is a PR nightmare for them. But I don't feel sorry for Scarlett Johansson. Scarlett Johansson used identity politics to market this movie. Scarlett Johansson tried to tell us that this was empowering for women. Kevin Feige tried to say she didn't need the boys. That's what he said. When they decided to not bring Robert Downey Jr. into it, Kevin Feige said she didn't need the boys. Well, you know what? If it would have had Robert Downey Jr. in it or Chris Evans, it would have made a hell of a lot more money. A hell of a lot more money. So maybe she didn't need the boys, Kevin Feige. Maybe she did. And maybe you should make an identity politics driven movie centered around a female character that most people love. Most people love Scarlett Johansson as Black Widow. They do. I did. How can you not? She's fantastic in the role. She's amazing. And all you had to do was make this movie several years ago, but you didn't have the balls to do that. You didn't have the balls to make this movie when it was the perfect time to make this movie, to maximize profits, to tell a good story, and to put Black Widow in the best position possible. You had to wait for other studios to go out there and do what you were not, that you didn't have the balls to do. You had to let Wonder Woman come out there. You had to put Brie Larson and Captain Marvel in the safest movie we've ever seen. You had to safely position Captain Marvel, okay, just so it could maximize profits because you had to protect Queen Brie. Well, now here's Scarlett Johansson. You had a lot of confidence thinking that this movie was going to do something special because of the success of Endgame. The problem is the MCU has gone downhill consistently since Endgame. And I know a lot of people didn't like Endgame. I liked Endgame fine. It definitely was not Infinity War, but I was pretty happy with Endgame for the most part. I acknowledge the issues in Endgame, no doubt about that. But the point is since that mega box office, that record-breaking box office, the MCU has gone downhill consistently since then because you, Marvel, have decided you're pushing identity politics in the MCU now. Falcon and the Winter Soldier. What's the other ones? Loki, obviously. Loki was a disaster. What's the other one? What's it called? WandaVision. I watched WandaVision until they fired Gina Carano, and I was enjoying WandaVision at first, but I didn't see the second half of it, so I don't know what happened. But I was enjoying that, but apparently it ended very strangely. People just didn't like that one because for whatever reason. I can't speak to why because, again, I didn't watch it and I didn't really watch the reviews on it. I lost complete interest in everything they were doing. Loki, I tried to watch Loki. Loki was bad. Loki was a very bad movie or bad show. And they did Loki wrong because it's all about tearing down the male characters and elevating the women characters. And that's just not a good recipe for good storytelling. It's just not. And you're not going to have any longevity with that type of stuff. It's just, so, I mean, this is where we are. Hollywood is in disaster mode right now. Like, it's really bad. Disney is losing money. They're getting sued by their talent. And there's rumors that they're going to get sued by more of their talent. Again, the rumor right now is that what's her name? Emma Watson? Is it Emma Stone? I can't remember. Emma Stone, right? Emma Watson is the Harry Potter chick, right? And Beauty and the Beast. And Emma Stone is the Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man. Gwen Stacy, is that right? Emma Stone. Yeah. So you got Emma Stone, who was in Cruella, and now she's considering filing a lawsuit against Disney for how they released Cruella based off of Scarlett Johansson. As a matter of fact, I think I have this somewhere. Right here. Yeah, here we go. Now that Scarlett Johansson has kind of opened the door, now one talent agent says a lot of actors are cheering for Scarlett Johansson and rooting her on. She has a lot of power that makes this a visible conversation and puts Disney on the spot. Several actors are considering their own legal action. Dude, so good. So good. This is what you get, Disney. Now, again, all of the people out there that said you can't criticize Disney, where are you at now? Where are you at now? Where are the social justice weirdos going, oh, that Geeks and Gamers guy, all he does is criticizes Disney. Yeah, how do you feel about it now? Now, where do you stand on the you can't criticize Disney? Where is it now? Are you going to go against your powerful women? Or are you going to stand for your corporation? Woo, that's a tough position for you to be in right now, isn't it? Isn't it? Suddenly it's okay to criticize Disney. Suddenly it's okay? Apparently so. I love this. I love this so much. Let me see. Where are we at? Disney does deserve it. Disney absolutely deserves it. And I need to catch up on some super chats really quick. You guys are lighting it up. Let's see. Nabor605, I always appreciate you having Chrono Cross playing. Yeah, a lot of people have asked, why is Chrono Cross always playing? People love seeing Chrono Cross back there. People love seeing it back there. I tend to, switch the games up every now and then, and I look at how people react, and Chrono Cross is just one that people are just like, dude, I love seeing Chrono Cross. So I've always kept it up there. Let's see. Henrique, greetings from Brazil. Man, this Masters of the Universe adaptation was the end of Netflix for me. I totally understand. I mean, there is nothing redeemable about Masters of the Universe outside of the animation, in my opinion. The animation is phenomenal. The animation is absolutely amazing. And, it's sad because, it's such a, again, I'm not the biggest He-Man fan. I did watch He-Man growing up, and I did have some of the toys. But, it's just sad because He-Man does have a fan base, and you could have done wonderful things with this IP and this property and these characters. But from the moment identity politics is relevant in the conversation, you can kiss any good story goodbye. You just have to. You have to kiss any good story goodbye at that point. The moment identity politics is in the discussion, it's over. It's not going to be a good story. They race swapped characters. They changed this, they changed that, and they decided that the man character was too toxic. So of course, it's not good. That doesn't surprise anyone. Holy shit. K-Biz. Chrono Cross and Final Fantasy IX are probably my two favorite games. Great games. Thank you for the super chat. $100. Yeah, I don't know if this is a tough question for me. Okay. This is a tough question for me. Do I prefer Chrono Trigger or Chrono Cross? I lean Chrono Trigger, and there's a lot of nostalgia, but I do think it's probably a slightly better game. But damn if Chrono Cross isn't amazing as well. And I think Chrono Cross is very underrated, very much does not, it flies under the radar. People just don't talk about Chrono Cross as much as they talk about Chrono Trigger. But they're both fantastic. They're both fantastic. And just, if you've never played Chrono Cross, Google or YouTube the opening scene and listen and just watch that opening cinematic with that music. Some of the best shit you'll ever see, man. Some of the best shit you'll ever see. K-Biz, thank you for the massive super chat, dude. I appreciate that. Also a member of the channel. Let's see. Captain Hyrule. Jeremy, I love listening to these live streams in the background while I'm at work. Hearing you tear into Hollywood and SJWs gives me so much testosterone while unloading the truck at Walmart. That's what I'm talking about. Respect the retail working man. I was a retail working man. I know the struggle. And honestly, Captain Hyrule 97, hearing you say that actually means a lot to me, because before this channel really took off, I remember prior to The Force Awakens, back in 2015, prior to The Force Awakens, I used to listen because I worked in retail and I was always in different stores because I was basically a vendor. So I would go into different Walmarts and Sam's Clubs and do different projects that my company had assigned. And I would always listen, and I always had my headphones, and I would always download the latest podcast from Collider and Schmoes Know. And I would try to get some of the audio from, because back then it wasn't as easy to download YouTube videos and it would eat your data up, and I didn't have a ton of data. So I would try my best to, get on the Wi-Fi in the store and listen to YouTube videos. And that would get me through my day, just listening to people on YouTube talking about the things that I was interested in. And so hearing you say that you're doing that with my stuff is absolutely, amazing. So thank you, man. I'm humbled that I can help you through your day. Being a former retail guy myself, I know the struggle, I know the grind, I know how frustrating it can be sometimes. So yeah, man, right back at you. That is awesome. That is awesome to hear. Appreciate that. Let me see. Sean the Movie Man. Hey, Jeremy. Now that Aquaman 2 producer says he won't listen to the fan petition to remove the horrible Amber Heard, this will blow up in their face. Yeah, you know, I heard about that. And swig of water for the retail working man real quick. Thank you. Thank you, Revenite. Yeah, so the Amber Heard story, I have not covered really a lot. The Johnny Depp Amber Heard story, I haven't covered a lot. I think there might be a few videos on this channel about that topic. And mainly because I don't think either one of them are good people. Like Johnny Depp is like, there's comments where Johnny Depp was joking about what he wanted to do to the 45th president of the United States of America. Those comments are out there. He had apologized for them. But we know that wasn't a joke. That's how Hollywood people view the 45th president of the United States. But Johnny Depp to me is like, I love I love him as an actor. I love a lot of his roles, but I think Johnny Depp's a shitty human being. And I think that Amber Heard is a shitty human being. So I really haven't really cared too much about that. I haven't had any investment on it. But if I was to side based on my limited information and limited knowledge of what I've heard, I would definitely side with Johnny Depp more in that situation because of the reports of everything Amber Heard has done. So I might look into it because this kind of reaches into my world now in terms of the film aspect, because if the director of Aquaman 2 has basically come out and said, fuck the fans, I'm not listening to you. And I think I saw some story about that the other day. I'll cover that because Amber Heard is an incredibly unlikable human being. I mean, and yeah, they both are horrible people. They're both horrible people. Johnny Depp and Amber Heard are terrible people. I look at them much like I look at the Disney Scarlett Johansson situation. Not to say that Scarlett Johansson's a terrible person. I don't think she's a terrible person. I disagree with some of her methods in promoting movies with identity politics, but I just don't feel sorry for either side. With Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, I think they're both just fucking terrible people. Terrible people. But it sounds like Amber Heard's she's the worst of the two. If I have that right. You guys can give me more feedback on that. I mean, I know like Tug, that umbrella guy, has done a great job of covering this topic and many others. For me, it's just not something I've seen it. It's algorithm gold too. It's algorithm gold, that Johnny Depp Amber Heard story. But I was just like, I don't care, man. I fucking hate both of these people. So, let me see. Man, you guys are lighting it up. Horror Amarada. Or as Gary would say, horror amarada. The more they use the insults, the less power they have. Funny how geek culture became mainstream, but mainstream still mocks those that truly love it. It is crazy how it became mainstream, because when I was growing up, geek culture was not something that was cool and popular and accepted. It just wasn't. And now suddenly it is. It's very strange how that shift happened. Let me see. Where is it at? Mike Hill, Jurassic World 3 will be released next summer. It will have the three major characters from the first Jurassic Park as well. Okay, so we have had 2 Jurassic World movies. So the first one was fine. It wasn't great. It was fine. It was okay. The second one was absolutely terrible. Like the second Jurassic World was absolutely horrific. That was a terrible, terrible movie. But Colin Trevorrow took it on the chin. Now I know he wasn't the director of the second one, if I'm not mistaken. I think he wrote the movie, but he didn't direct it. But it's just a bad movie. But Colin Trevorrow took it. He's like, you know what? I hear you fans. We're going to try to do better. That's all fans need to hear. That's all fans need to hear. Just accept the criticism. Okay, cool. We'll move on. We'll try to do better. Thank you. That's all we want. That's all we want. Ryan Johnson? No, Ryan Johnson decides it's your fault. It's your fault if you think The Last Jedi is shitty because you're a toxic man baby. Kevin Smith decides you need to grow up and deal with it if you don't like Masters of the Universe. Paul Feig calls you a sexist if you didn't like Ghostbusters 2016. Not going to win anything over, not going to win fans over. You don't go after the fans in that position. You just don't. My goodness. Swig of water for the working man. Okay, now, Matt G for a $1.49 unicorn sticker. Thank you. Mike Hill, Hawkeye series will most likely do the same. Build up the female character and tear down Hawkeye. Of course it will. Of course it will. It's not going to be good. It's going to be terrible. Dragon Fist 900. I hate to say this because I loved classic Disney, grew up in the 2000s watching the 50s Peter Pan, but this is the most poetic way modern Disney could be brought down after all the virtue signaling. It absolutely is. And again, I share your pain on that, Dragon Fist, because I am a fan of Disney. I'm a mega fan of Disney. I've always been a fan of their animated stuff with Pixar back in the day, their theme parks. I mean, we literally created a theme park channel because I have such a love for theme parks, and Disney parks are fantastic. They've always been amazing. They're kind of on a decline right now a little bit, for sure. And I think they're only going to continue to decline. But, it is sad to see where they've gone. I mean, I was excited when they purchased Lucasfilm. I just didn't see it coming. I didn't see it coming. But I was excited when Disney purchased Lucasfilm. I was excited for the future of Star Wars. I was excited for what they were going to do. And sadly, I was completely wrong. And so I feel you on that. I do. Joseph says, wow, a live stream from you. It's my second time watching you live. It's always awesome to catch you live. Keep that fire burning. Thank you. I appreciate that, Joseph. I appreciate that, buddy. Just me, Mikey says, shout out to Radical Dreamers. Predecessor to Cross and lovely little side game. There's a lot of lore involved with all of that. So yes, good shout out, Radical Dreamers. Forge, I went back to watch the 2002 He-Man movie or He-Man series. It's way better than She-Ma'am that Kevin Smith gave us. No, according to Kevin Smith, you just need to grow up. You went back and you watched a cartoon from the 2002 time era, and you enjoyed it, but you didn't enjoy Kevin Smith. So Kevin Smith says you need to grow up. So it's your problem, not his. That, according to Kevin Smith. Again, man, Kevin Smith just has to understand. You know what it's like to be a fan. You know what I mean? Like, you know what it's like to be a fan. And the fact that he's completely lost all focus and lost all grasp of reality. Oh my gosh. Sad, but oh well. Duckfart says, burn it to the ground and start over. Michigan greater than Alabama. Not even close. Not even close. I would talk sports on this channel, but I would lose viewers. But we have a Sports Wars channel where you can hear us talk sports, and we have a lot of new developments happening over on Sports Wars. So make sure you tune into that. TJ Lee, Netflix announced they're making a live-action Pokemon. Will Ash be a gay, person of color, or gender swapped? I love the Geeks and Gamers. I love G&G and the family you've built. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I'm really proud of what we have at Geeks and Gamers. I'm proud of the team. I'm proud of the community we have. I'm proud of everything we have going on. So many moving parts, so much support. And the only way I'm able to, do this is because of all of you. So I thank you all from the bottom of my heart. In terms of the Pokemon situation, I don't know much about Pokemon. As much as I'm a Nintendo fan, I've never been into Pokemon, mainly because it's been primarily a handheld game, and I don't play handheld games. I don't even play my Switch in handheld mode unless, I guess I'm out of town and I'll bring it with me. But even then, I still would just set my Switch up and play it from my controller. I don't like handheld gaming. But Pokemon is a massive IP, and I don't think it's going to be done justice in any capacity whatsoever. But thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. Lord Thunderhawk, I was in your neck of the woods, Jay, speeding around in a Challenger, hitting a lot of those toy shops. Couldn't find any collector club Joes. Fun as fuck, though. There's some pretty sweet shops around here. There was one place, it was a thrift store, a massive, massive thrift store. I just would love going in there because it was this giant place, and they would always have new stuff coming in. And tornado or a hurricane hit here last year, and kind of destroyed the roof of the place. And then they ended up with the repairs and how bad the damage was. They ended up just selling the property, which broke my heart because I'm like, man, there were so many nice finds in there on a consistent basis. But there are some decent shops around here for sure. So yeah, man, I'm glad you had fun. That's awesome, man. TJ says, Jeremy, thank you so much for shouting out Clownfish TV. I've been fans of them since they were at 40,000 subs. You should interview them someday, hopefully soon. Yeah, I love Clownfish TV. I've met Neon. I met Neon in person. And so it's they're a great channel. They're doing a great job over there. They have great coverage. And I wish them nothing but success. They've seen a great increase with this whole Masters of the Universe situation, as they should. That they absolutely deserve everything that they've gotten, and they're really good people. So maybe at some point we can get them on. I'd love to have them on. All right. Let me see. We got people spamming the chat. Don't fucking spam the chat. Don't fucking spam the chat. All right. We'll have to get rid of you. Get him gone. Thank you, my nerdy home. Fucking losers. Yeah, appreciate you, my nerdy home. Okay. Stetson's Gold. I learned this week not to smoke a zoot before filming. Anyway, Disney sucks. Geeks and Gamers is metal as fuck. Satisfaction guaranteed. Love hearing that. Thank you so much, man. Love all the Geeks and Gamers love is off the charts right now. Thank you. And then we have on the Streamlabs side, Eric Weinberg says, hail Jeremy and Geeks and Gamers Nation. Thank you. Thank you. Alden the Blue. I think Black Widow was to pay off. I think Black Widow was to pay off Scarlett Johansson after offering her character. She probably hoped it would revive Black Widow as well. Having Iron Man or Cap would have proved the MCU needs them, and its future is dim. No, it does, but it does, but they do. Like the MCU does need Captain America and Iron Man. It just does. It can't be what it was without them. And that's just how it is. I mean, the fact that, like, at the end of the day, Robert Downey Jr. is Iron Man. We know that. You know, he is Tony Stark. He defined that role like few other people have. But can another actor step into that role as Iron Man and do it justice? I do think that there's probably an opportunity out there. The problem is that Disney's casting wouldn't even allow it. They wouldn't even allow it. You know what I mean? Nobody is going to match what Robert Downey Jr. did. No one. It's not going to happen. Okay. But the Iron Man character is so big and so prominent within the MCU that if you put that character in and figured out a way to put another person in that suit, it would at least draw some people in. It would draw far more people in than something like Black Widow. But nobody's ever going to match what Robert Downey Jr. did. But the point I'm trying to make, though, is that, look, Heath Ledger's Joker was iconic, but so was Jack Nicholson's. And then Joaquin Phoenix comes in there and makes his own mark on that character. And I understand that that's a little bit different than Robert Downey Jr., but in some ways, I think that there's an opportunity to at least put that put that character back in there and try to have him portrayed in some way. That's the only way you can do it, because you're not going to survive with what we have going on right now. The MCU anyway. Yep. Mods are taking care of it. We have awesome mods. So, but I hear you. I'm not disagreeing with you at all. But I think that the MCU has to have these characters. Machine Gun Odinson, you should wear a football helmet in your videos. Well, I've worn a Cobra Commander helmet before. I have done that. Just haven't done it recently. Let me see here. By the way, I need to check on something really quickly. And so I think we're going to, if you'll give me a minute, I got to check in on it. If my computer would work a little bit quicker. All right, so here in about 15 minutes, we're going to have someone come on from the Geeks and Gamers team that has seen Suicide Squad, and we're going to give it a mini review really quick. Now, I haven't seen it yet, but Tugs is going to hop on this stream here in about 15 minutes, and she's going to give her review of Suicide Squad, which we're hearing a lot of good things about it. It's getting really good reviews across the board. So we're going to talk about that shortly. We're going to spend about 10 minutes. I'm going to ask her some questions. We're going to get some context around it. So for the Tugs fans out there, she'll be here in about 15 minutes. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Man, you guys are lighting it up. Pilgrim Media, Jeremy means God will uplift. Hail from Tampa. Is that true? Is that true? I mean, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. So Jeremy means God will uplift. Hail from Tampa. Well, hail back to you. That's awesome if that's what that means. Francisco, sup, Jeremy. There are 3 companies that I have always felt got too much praise, but have some questionable business practices. Nintendo with pricing, Apple with their closed system, and Disney churning out other people's creations. All fair points. Obviously, I'm a huge Nintendo fan, and I don't necessarily think Nintendo's pricing is that crazy. Really, I don't. I mean, if you want to question Nintendo for especially how they treated YouTubers over the years with their DMCA claims and all of that shit, I'll totally agree. But I also think that just chalks up to Nintendo being completely oblivious to things. Nintendo is a weird company. They're a very weird company. Pricing has never really been a big problem for me in terms of Nintendo. Because I mean, if you look at a lot of their stuff, they've allowed like if you look at the Wii allowed you to play GameCube games on the Wii. You know what I mean? That's something that is, like that's not something you see a lot in games where you can just play your last generation. It's complicated usually with how these systems roll out. A lot of times they've allowed you to use your past controllers on your current systems, which again is not something like I can't even use my PS4. If I'm not mistaken, I can't use my PS4 controller on my PS5, which is bullshit. But like the Wii, I could just plug my GameCube controller up to my Wii. You know what I mean? And that was a huge benefit for me playing games like Mario Kart Double Dash and Super Smash Brothers and things like that. But there's plenty of criticisms for Nintendo. No doubt about that. In terms of Apple, I don't like Apple. I hate Apple products. I fucking despise Apple. I will never own any iPhones or anything. I'm an Android guy. Apple has a closed system. I understand why they have a closed system. There's a simplicity element to it, and people like it, and it works for a lot of people. Nothing wrong with that. If Apple is your thing, I fucking hate Apple. I despise their UI. I despise everything about them. So, but and then Disney churning out other people's creations. I mean, they just buying up properties like crazy. So all fair points. So I don't disagree with your overall take on it. Although I think Nintendo has other criticisms you can throw against them outside of pricing, in my opinion. Alex Cruz for a $10 super chat, and then another $5. Hey Jeremy, can you let us know what software you use for your graphics and main applications for that you use running your channel? Now, if you're talking about this, like right now, I'm just on StreamYards is all I'm on. I'm on StreamYards right now. And then when you see us streaming from playing Mario Kart and other video games, or seeing us stream over on our premium, Geeks Gamers Premium, a lot of times we're on OBS Streamlabs at that point. So OBS Streamlabs is something that a lot of people use, either regular OBS or OBS Streamlabs. OBS Streamlabs and OBS allow you to do a lot of different things. In terms of the graphics we use for like our starting soon screens and the overlays in my videos, Krista Nova, she's been in contact with a designer, and she gets all of those overlays done for us. So Krista Nova has more information in terms of the overlays that you see in my videos and the Sports Wars videos and all of other channels. That's a Krista Nova thing, and she has an artist that she contacted and commissioned to do all of those designs for us. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that. I really do. Let me see. I'm trying to read some of the comments right now. Sith Lord Felix. Sith Lord Phoenix says, I disagree with you. I think Leslie Jones would make a fantastic Iron Man. Oh man. Oh man. What the hell? Oh man. Freaking hell. Freaking hell. That's funny. Nasty Dick sends a super chat. I respect women by taking number 3s on their face. Okay. Thank you for that. Gaming or what for $2. Thank you, Gaming or what. Second rodeo. What are the dates of the Vegas meet? Thanks. You guys are killing me right now. I'm gonna pull up these dates. Give me just a second and I'll pull these dates up. What the hell is going on? All right. Dates for Vegas are, pulling it up right now. 6 p.m. at the Millennium Fandom Bar on August 12th and August 14th. So that's a Thursday, August 12th, and a Saturday, August 14th, 6 p.m. at the Millennium Fandom Bar in Las Vegas. So again, one more time, 6 p.m. Thursday, August 12th and 14th, Millennium Fandom Bar. So that's the Vegas dates right there. So there, I hope we're going to have a lot. We're going to have a lot of, I think we're going to have a lot of people there. It's going to be pretty amazing. Let me see. Nasty Dick says, I hope that ostrich looking fellow Ryan is coming on. Damn, savage. Let's see. August Matt says, just an LOL. Just an LOL. Thank you for that. Sean the Movie Man. When you play the game of woke, you either win or die. Kevin Feige's MCU will die with the new woke narrative. Let the games begin. Agreed. I mean, when you play the game of woke, you're only going to get eaten alive by the woke. It's sooner or later. Eduardo says Bruce Jenner will fit perfectly. Will fit perfectly replacement. Let's see. I think you mean will be. Bruce Jenner will be a perfect replacement for Captain America. Oh my God, that's terrifying. And then Legendary Mako TV. I'm tired of all the Netflix woke shows. I don't want to be mean. If you're going to make woman shows, can you make them good? I mean, I think that's what we all think. I think that's the stance we all have, is that we just want them to be good. Nobody is actually against women, generally speaking. That's just not how it is. No one is generally against women. People just want to see some good content. It's not that complicated at all. And I don't really know why that's so complicated for so many people, but here we are. This is where we are. And all I can say is swig of water for the working man. Thank you guys for the amazing support. We got a lot more to talk about, so don't go anywhere. I'm going to have a special guest join us here in just a minute. Let me see. We got so many things going on right now. Let me clear out all my notifications. So we're gonna have a special guest hop on here, and we're gonna talk about Suicide Squad. Hello.
Hi. Did you see me making faces at you?
I did.
I was like,
Tugs.
I'm good. How are you?
Tugs on the main Geeks and Gamers channel.
I think this is my first time too.
I know it. I know. Good to have you here.
Thanks for inviting me.
How are you today?
I'm good. Got a busy day of streams ahead, so just getting prepared.
Tell everybody a little bit about what you do at Geeks and Gamers.
Everything. I'm Krista's second in command, basically. Mm-hmm.
That's pretty much it.
Krista's second in command. I work on park hopping. I now help run the Geeks and Gamers official Twitter account, so come at me.
Mm-hmm.
Sports Wars. What else am I? I don't know. I'm everywhere, really.
You're everywhere.
Yeah.
Yep. Good to have you here. So you got to see an early screening of Suicide Squad. Mm-hmm. So give us your non-spoiler kind of review of Suicide Squad. The Suicide Squad.
Where do I even begin? The movie is absolutely insane. It's a little over 2 hours. I think it's just under 2.5. And I will tell you, it starts crazy. It starts off with a death in the first 5 minutes, and that's James Gunn's way of saying, hey, this is what you're in for. So he flat out tells you, if you don't like this, you're not gonna like the rest of the movie. And then it's just nonstop from there. It's 2.5 hours of just, you almost barely don't get to breathe. It's just nonstop action. It's nonstop. This is happening. This is going on over here. There's twists and turns all over the place. It is so good. It's my favorite DC movie next to Shazam, to be honest with you. And I know that a lot of people are going to be like, that's not a high bar, but it's hilarious, but it's not Guardians of the Galaxy hilarious. You had asked me that the other day and I had said yes, but I changed my mind. It's not Guardians of the Galaxy funny. It's, should we be laughing at this? Adult dark humor funny. So if you're a fan of James Gunn, like I have been for, I don't even know how long now, since Slither, it's that his dark humor comes through a lot. He takes these characters that people have never heard of before, and he actually makes you care about them. And every single actor and actress that portrays these characters in this movie, they bring the characters to life. I absolutely fell in love with Ratcatcher too. The actress nailed that. She is probably my favorite character that was introduced in this movie. She nailed it. You really feel for her. She brings the humanity to the group. John Cena is the perfect peacemaker. There's nobody else that can play that role. But yeah, it's so good. It's funny. It's very violent. Think Deadpool, but more. So like Deadpool ×2 in terms of the violence and the gore. So if you're not into that, you might get a little squeamish, but it just is really good. And he really goes very comic booky with it. It's very over the top, straight off the page. This is insane. It makes no sense, but it all works so brilliant well together. And he bringing Starro to the big screen, it was an insane move in and of itself. I give it 5 out of 5 stars, 100%. I loved it. I loved it personally. Now, I haven't seen one bad review yet, to be honest.
Yeah, it's been pretty overwhelming, the positivity from this movie. So now I'm a fan of Guardians of the Galaxy 1, yes, or Volume 1 and Volume 2. I love those movies. I even like 2 a lot more than a lot of people, because that one disappointed some people. I liked Suicide Squad, the first one, even though I don't think it's a good movie. I think it has a lot of problems, but I found a lot of enjoyment in it. Are there any similarities from those 3 movies, like in terms of like, obviously there's going to be some, obviously, like, but does it feel the same, or is it just completely, does it feel like a rated R version of Guardians of the Galaxy?
No.
Okay.
No, it's James Gunn. He has his little touches. Like if you have watched a lot of James Gunn stuff, you're going to recognize that it's a James Gunn movie. He has his own style, which every director does, but they're 2 completely different things. Guardians of the Galaxy is for everybody. Children can watch Guardians of the Galaxy. This movie, if I see anybody next weekend in the theater with a child, we're calling the security guard, because children are not. This is for adult comic book fans and adult movie fans in general. They're 2 completely different things.
Wow.
And I'm not even kidding.
So it's that violent.
It's that violent. It's that violent. There's a lot of adult, not a lot. There's a few adult themes in there too. It's just don't bring your kids. Just trust me.
Okay.
What else did I have to say? And I personally, I know a lot of people are doing this just because it's natural. I can't compare it to Suicide Squad 2016, because Suicide Squad 2016, I really enjoyed. And a lot of people say that they hated it, but it still made almost $700 million. So I have questions there. That movie was made, and we all know the interference, and I'm not even talking about that, but that movie was made for as a general comic book movie, something that they put out for everybody to watch, to cater to sort of everyone. Come and watch this popcorn flick. It's about these heroes. We all know who Harley Quinn is. This is for everybody. This one is not that way. This one is geared towards a very specific moviegoer without being, this wasn't made for you. Am I making sense when I say that? It's geared towards adult comic book fans. It's geared towards, if you are a gore hound, you're going to love this movie. If you like the little bit of dark humor, a little bit of twisted things, you're somebody that jokes about stuff and people go, should we be laughing? You're going to love this movie. If you're a hardcore Suicide Squad fan, you're going to love this movie, because it's pure, just absolute madness, just like their comic books are. So I don't even like comparing the 2. with each other. It is a sequel. I will say, I'm going to confirm this. It is a sequel to Suicide Squad's 2016. When the characters like Harley and Captain Boomerang and Rick Flag, like they obviously all know each other. They don't make direct reference to it, but you know they know each other and they say, hey, what are you doing here? Oh, hey, I haven't seen you in a long time or whatever. So it is a sequel, but you don't have to watch the one in 2016 to watch this one. Like James Gunn does not. He did very well with not referencing anything directly to where you were confused. You just know that this team has been together for a while and they all know each other. Obviously, they've worked together before. So
Okay.
it's if I'm going to compare it to anything, honestly, it would be more on the Deadpool level than it would be Guardians. It would be more of like that in that realm.
Well, I think that's good. I mean, I think that's good because, I mean, I think a lot of people felt like this was just going to be a slightly more mature version of Guardians of the Galaxy with James Gunn being involved. So the fact that it's not, and it's more geared towards hardcore fans or adult fans, I think is a huge positive in where we are with Hollywood stuff right now. I mean, I understand, you know, James Gunn, there's a lot of, you know, there'll be a lot of things about what happened with him in the past and everything with you know, but I think that's completely irrelevant from the conversation as long as it doesn't have any impact on the movie. And so it sounds to me like this is all systems go on this movie so far from everybody, and you loved it. So and I know
James
you
Gunn
were
went all out. He went all out for it. Like it's pure James Gunn. It's James Gunn without a leash. It's in which he's never really had. I will say that with his movies, he's never really had that restriction before. I've personally that I've ever seen. I've never seen anybody really, which he's been blessed to just kind of go all out with it. And it's not Guardians of the Galaxy. I know a lot of people were worried about that. Guardians of the Galaxy more has like, that's funny. It's supposed to be funny. This is. Yeah. It's funny, but I feel bad. Right. So if you're worried about that, don't worry about that.
So the biggest concern that our audience is going to have, wokeness. Is it woke? Is there any wokeness? Is there any identity politics?
There's no wokeness. There is a very small scene where
no
Harley,
spoilers on it.
No spoilers, but there's a very small, a very, very tiny scene where Harley kind of does a speech to herself about the men that she's dated in the past. That I think some guys will probably be like, oh, here we go. But it works for the scene. Like it's not anything woke. It's not any girl power. James balances out every single character. A lot of toxic masculinity just between Idris Elba and John Cena alone. Just that they have like a competition, counting bodies, kind of like Legolas and Gimli in Lord of the Rings. I got more than you. I bought 20. I'm at this. They kind of do that that male competition, which is hilarious. Kind of thing. There was no virtual signaling. There was none of that. It was just these are these characters. This character shines here. Harley shines because she does this. Ratcatcher shines because she does this. And Ratcatcher, I know a lot of people were worried about Ratcatcher too, because she is female and Ratcatcher is a male character. They explain that in the movie, and she really surprised me. And a lot of people, if you go and you read the reviews that people have seen it, they absolutely fell in love with her, and rightfully so. Like she brought that character. It was a new character that she could really do what she wanted, and when James could write her the way he wanted to, and it doesn't take anything away from Ratcatcher himself. So
okay,
that was
excellent.
A concern.
Excellent. So
it's so great. Good. I can't wait to see it.
Yeah. So that's a great feedback, Tugs. It's awesome to have you, here on the main channel. And so tell everybody where they can find you. I know you have a Twitch channel. You're doing a great job over there. So.
Yes, I am on Twitch. That Tug Life with 2 G's on the Tug. That Tug Life. I'm going live with Park Hoppin' in about 45 minutes for our stream. And then I'm randomly on Sports Wars and Mario Kart on Sundays here with the Geeks and Gamers team. And that's, I'm around. You'll see me.
Well, you did a great job, Tugs. It was awesome having you on. So we're going to clip this out for its own upload for the channel. And I think Suicide Squad sounds really good. So really excited about it. Well, Tugs, have a great day. We'll see you over on Park Hoppin'. All right.
Bye.
All right. Bye. All right. So that was really awesome. Tugs did a great job. Her first time being here on the main channel. She did a fantastic job. So shout out to her. Make sure you go follow her over on Twitch. And they'll be live on Park Hoppin' here in about 40 minutes. So everyone, let Tugs know you appreciate her. And I mean, the Geeks and Gamers team would just have so many different personalities, so many different voices here. And I like that spot of maybe bringing a person on the team on to talk about something relevant going on. Maybe have some more people that you're not overly familiar with. Maybe like Now, I know anime is a big thing right now. Krista Nova is really big into anime. Maybe we can have a spot where Krista comes on, talks about anime. Maybe we can get Jay on to talk about theme parks at some point, and just little things like that, and different people coming on and just giving their perspective. So yeah, that was really cool. So I was really happy to see that. Okay, let me get caught back up. Where are we at? Let's see. Aram Sanchez says, victory, victory, you say, Master OBJ, not victory. The shroud of the dark side has fallen. Begun the Clone Wars has hashtag Luke lives, hashtag Ahsoka lives. I don't know exactly what's going on with Star Wars right now. I haven't paid a lot of attention because I've been so checked out. Since they fired Gina Carano. And it's just been a disaster. I haven't watched The Bad Batch, so I don't know what their plan is. I guess that there's something to do with Luke and Baby Yoda. There was a poster or something like that. And Bad Batch is not woke. People are saying, yeah, I don't hear it's woke, but I hear it's not great. I hear it's not great. So let me see. There was a comment here. SH1996, Jeremy, your Geeks and Gamers team are lovely. I would really love to meet you guys in my lifetime. Well, thank you. We appreciate that. I'm proud of my team. I'm proud of the personalities we have. And, there's always this kind of whatever image about Geeks and Gamers that people try to build, but people just don't understand what Geeks and Gamers is all about. Maybe that's my fault. Maybe I need to do a better job of just showing everyone who this team is and who these personalities are. And I will work on that. But we've got, great people here, and Tugs is one of them, and she's doing a fantastic job. She's running the Twitter account now. As she was talking about with Krista. Krista just does everything at Geeks and Gamers, and Tugs has got her hands in so much. Jay and Ryan, we have an entire website. We have an editorial staff. I have an editor in chief. We have webmasters. We have security guys on the website. We have everything, and we're just trying to take things to the next level. So I'm really, really excited for the future of Geeks and Gamers. So let me see. Daniel Edmond says Netflix complains about 1.5% of the population can't keep company afloat. Yeah, Netflix can get fucked. Fuck Netflix. And then Nasty Dick says play YouTube short Stone Cold Steve Autism. Chat will love it. I'll have to watch that before I play it. I don't like playing videos before I've pre-screened them, so we will watch. I'll have to check that out before I actually play it. And then Hacky Smack says, love the content. Jeremy started watching UTLJ era. Thank you. That's when a lot of people found myself in this channel, and Geeks and Gamers was the Last Jedi. So I thank Ryan Johnson for that. And it's been a wild ride. It's been a wild ride since then. Let me see. Eric K says, hey, you got me too. And my choplifter. I gave you a shout out in the beginning, Eric. But yeah, Eric is awesome. Eric is this dude stays so on point with everything. Like all the little things that like I miss during a stream, or either like Gary misses during a stream. Eric K is right there, man. He's got his finger on the pulse, and greatly appreciate it. And by the way, shout out to the mods, because I see we keep getting spammed today by losers. But the mods are here taking care of business as they always do. So I'm very happy about that. If you missed it, Tugs, part of the Geeks and Gamers team, hopped on here and she talked about Suicide Squad. And she gave a non-spoiler review of Suicide Squad. And sounds like Suicide Squad's really, really good. And I think that a lot of people are going to enjoy it. I've heard nothing but great feedback across the board on Suicide Squad. So based on the recommendation of Tugs, it sounds like you should go see Suicide Squad. I'm gonna check it out. I'll give you guys my thoughts on it. And I'm excited. I'm excited that we may have a good movie that doesn't have wokeness in it. Peter Hahn says, shout out to Drunk 3PO, pay him more. Drunk 3PO makes more money than any human on the planet already. Eric K is the man. Eric K absolutely is the man. Now, in terms of you know, what we've been talking about this stream. We've covered the nonsense with Disney, all of the respecting women stuff, and I'll give you guys a quick kind of I'll give you guys a quick feedback on what we've talked about. Give me just a minute and I'll pull this up. John Ghost with a $50 super sticker. John, you madman. Thank you, John Ghost. What was the super sticker of? Super effective. Thank you. And then Stone Cold Jeremy says, what? Love that, man. Love it. Cinema Gates Picture says, love your channel. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, so here's what this is what we were talking about earlier. When you get woke, right there. I love it. Now, so we have these reports. So first of all, we know that Scarlett Johansson has filed a lawsuit against Disney over the release of Black Widow. We know this has happened. We've heard reports that Emma Stone is considering filing a lawsuit against Disney for the same thing surrounding Cruella. We've heard reports that Emily Blunt is considering a lawsuit surrounding Jungle Cruise, even though Jungle Cruise has not released and even though she's not the primary star of the movie, which I think is very strange. Don't really understand that, but whatever. The point here is, when you live by the woke, you die by the woke. And Disney and Lucasfilm have lived by the woke. They have pushed the believe all women bullshit. They have pushed the identity politics. They have pushed all of this stuff. And now here we are where those same powerful women are now suing the fuck out of them for their claims are Disney is mistreating them. Now, I don't know the truth. I don't know the nuances. I don't know the details. There are people out there like Nick Rekieta and Viva Frey and Robert Barnes that can give you far better feedback than I can. But I look at the hypocrisy of the situation and how these people have been exposed, and I think it's absolutely fantastic. I love seeing these people just get eaten alive by their nonsense. It's a beautiful thing. And like right here, we have I'm trying to make sure I'm caught up over there. Right here, we have Women in Film. Los Angeles, Reframe, and Time's Up have issued a joint statement against Disney's response to Scarlett Johansson. That's right. We stand firmly against Disney's recent statement, which attempts to mischaracterize or characterize her as insensitive or selfish for defending her contractual business rights. This gendered character attack has no place in a business dispute and contributes to an environment in which women and girls are perceived as less than men to protect their own interest without facing that criticism. Like, why are these people like this? Because Disney has pandered to them. Now, the other thing I wanted to talk about really quick was this one. This is the bigger story right here. And boom. One talent agent says a lot of actors are cheering for Scarlett Johansson and rooting for her. She has a lot of power that makes this a visible conversation and puts Disney on the spot. Several actors are considering their own legal action. So now Scarlett Johansson has opened up the floodgates. Swig of water for opening up the floodgates. It's beautiful. It's fantastic. I love it. I want to see more of it. I'm here for it. I'm definitely here for it. I see that trans conservative waifu sends a super sticker with some popcorn. I think we're all grabbing the popcorn and we're all looking forward to this. Jeff Hicks disembodied chart phallus says, hey, Jeremy, you are looking quite hairy today. What? And all right, I'm caught up. No, I'm not. We got Alex Cruz says, how are you and Uche since the Zack Snyder not affiliated drama? Haven't heard or seen from him since. Yeah, Uche's good. He's on the Mario Kart stream every Sunday. And Uche's still doing his thing. The whole Zack Snyder thing is far more important to other people than it is to us. There's other channels that have decided to keep that story relevant because their only way to stay relevant is to use things that happen to Geeks and Gamers, and that's fine. They can keep doing that. But for me, it was a lesson learned. I won't be talking to Hollywood people. I'm not interested in talking to Hollywood people. The Zack Snyder thing was simply me trying to celebrate a fan movement that I'm not even really interested in. I don't care about the Snyder movies. I don't care about the Snyder cut, but I recognized it was a fan movement. And, you know, I wanted to, I wanted to get further like into celebrating a fan movement. Unfortunately, when you get involved with Hollywood, when you get involved with these weirdos, they're obsessed with virtue signaling, and they're obsessed with, oh, this channel is a hate channel and we got to separate ourselves. And again, it backfired on me. I took it on the chin. Point is, we raised $100,000 for charity, and I decided to not make more of it because the charity was the most important thing. If that would have not been a charity stream, then that would have been handled much differently by myself and my team. But it was a charity stream, and we had to remember that it was a charity stream, and we did. And it was a sad, sad situation. It is what it is. But moving forward, fuck Hollywood. Fuck all of these nut job directors, producers. I've had opportunities to talk to a couple of directors since, and I don't want to, because fuck these people. Fuck them. Fuck everybody. If you work in Hollywood and if you want to talk to me, go fuck yourself. I don't want to talk to you. I don't like any of you people. I think you're all fucking weirdos, and I think you're all psychopaths. And I tried, and it backfired on me, and I took it on the chin, and now we've moved forward. But yeah, Uche's still on the team. Yeah, Mario Kart every Sunday. He's on there. Let me see. Thank you. And then Nigerian Prince Jeremy says, should have milked it as much money as possible from it. I normally would. Again, at the end of the day, the charity was the most important thing from it, man. It wasn't about anything else. Even if other people wanted to make it about that, I knew what it was about for us. And that's why I just haven't really went in on that topic, because the charity was the most important thing. And yes, for there's other people out there that are constantly questioning me. So we did that follow-up stream that night when I was very frustrated with everything. We raised I think we got like $3,500 in super chats. And all of that has been donated to suicide prevention as well. And I can provide receipts if I need to. But at the end of the day, it's been done. I'm a man of my word. I took all that money that we made from that, and I put it to charity. I wasn't really interested in making more money from the situation. I was just interested in responding. And yeah, I responded, and I was mad. I was frustrated. And then we moved forward. So it's over. Michael, I thought these actors were commies anyway. Shouldn't they all make the same as barbers, teachers, doctors, and janitors? I'm confused. Let me see. It's almost like they are rabid hypocrites. Absolutely, they are rabid hypocrites. Let me see. Thank you for that. And they are. I mean, again, it's like the tax the rich bullshit from AOC. She's selling like this ridiculously overpriced sweatshirt. This is tax the rich. You know, what's that one Twitch streamer girl that thought Nico or whatever her name is? Like talking about like, oh, tax the rich, got an AOC shirt on. She's celebrating this massive apartment she bought. These people are fucking hypocrites, dude. They all are. Mute Gamer might not be up your alley, but look up Furia models or Fura models, Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow. They look terrific, but might need assembly. Oh, I'll definitely look into that. I'm all about some G.I. Joe. Nico Lulu or Nico, what is it? Nico Lul. I don't know how to say her name. I can't stand that girl. I can't stand her. Yeah, I mean, these people are insane. These people are absolutely insane. Mike Hill, I didn't really care for any of the characters in Army of the Dead, so I'm not interested in seeing what they are doing before the zombie apocalypse. Army of the Dead was fucking bad. Like, it was bad. Now, I was looking forward to Army of the Dead. Again, I don't fucking like Zack Snyder's DCEU. I think it's dog shit. I think it's trash. I hate Man of Steel. I hate Batman versus Superman. Snyder Cut was the best of the three, but it's not a good movie. Because it's just a shitty fucking universe. But I was looking forward to Army of the Dead. God damn, Army of the Dead was bad. Army of the Dead was fucking trash. Like, seriously, because I liked Zack Snyder's Dawn of the Dead. Army of the Dead was dog shit. And so, no, I have no interest in the prequel. I have no interest in that prequel whatsoever. Zero interest. Pretty much have zero interest in anything Zack Snyder doing at this point. Because he's proven that he can't even be good at the zombie movies, which I loved those zombie movies. At least his Dawn of the Dead. But yeah, dude's just not a good director. So, and then Obi-Wan says about ScarJo, it's a dog-eat-dog world, and SJWs are learning it every day. Saw this coming years ago. Absolutely. And it's just so funny. It's so funny. And I'm always here for it. I'm always here to watch. I'm always here to watch social justice weirdos eat themselves alive. Let me see. Rohan says, for $2 on the Streamlabs side, hey, Jeremy, loving all the videos that have come out. If you mind, I have a recommendation for you. On Netflix, a foreign comic movie came out called Major Grom. It's everything I wanted in a true hero movie, and I highly recommend it. Marvel can learn. Major Grom. Has anybody seen this? So I'm going to read that one more time. Hey, Jeremy, loving all the videos that have come out. If you mind, I have a recommendation for you. On Netflix, a foreign comic movie called Major Grom, Grom. It was everything I wanted in a true hero movie, and I highly recommend it. Marvel can learn. I will check that out. Thank you for the Streamlabs donation. I appreciate that. I will check that out. A lot of people haven't heard from that. It is a foreign movie, so it's a foreign comic movie is what it says. All right, that movie was really good, says Dorian. All right, cool. Heard of Major Grom and heard a lot of good things about it. Okay. All right. Well, sounds like a few people have heard some good things about it, and one person actually had seen it. So we'll have to check that out. Thank you. Thank you for the Streamlabs donation. I appreciate that. We are almost at 1,000 likes. Ladies and gentlemen, can you smash the melee button? That's a simple request for a simple man. Where was the outrage when Gina was unceremoniously fired? I hope you're asking like in general, because obviously I had plenty of outrage myself. I'm sure you're asking in general, and of course there wasn't any. There wasn't any. Let me see. Oh, we're over 1,000 likes now. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Man, the love has been awesome today. One thing, I wanted to plug a channel. I got to find it though. And, this is, someone on the Geeks and Gamers team. I got to find it though. Let me see. And boom. Okay, I want you guys to please go when you get time. And the mods, you guys can drop links. But please go subscribe to Disparu. Disparu is one of the newest members of the Geeks and Gamers team. I really want to get this channel to 1,000 subs. Disparu has done a fantastic job since becoming part of the Geeks and Gamers team, and has helped elevate the Geeks and Gamers. Gaming with Geeks, the Gaming with Geeks channel, Disparu has done awesome. So please, if you're into gaming, pop culture, stuff like that, please go support Disparu. George Moilo just dropped $250. I just saw it, George. George, you crazy Amazing human being. George Moilo for $250 on the Streamlabs side says Disney sucks. Raylos are weird. Solo lost money. Gina did nothing wrong. Kevin Smith lied. Absolutely love and support Geeks and Gamers. Onwards and upwards. Disney sucks. Raylos are weird. Solo lost money. Gina Carano did nothing wrong. And Kevin Smith lied. Absolutely love and support Geeks and Gamers. Onwards and upwards. George motherfucking Moilo in the house. $250 on the Streamlabs side. Holy shit. George, you are the fucking man, dude. We love George. We love you. Amazing. He told me he was going to be here. He's like, when you streaming, bro, I'm going to be there. And I was like, dude, you would do so much for us, man. You do so much for us. It's incredible. Lee T says, could the 1-2 punch of Ghostbusters Afterlife and Dune respecting the source material and leaving out modern politics be hugely successful, spell a sea of change? So Ghostbusters Afterlife, I'm very, very excited for Ghostbusters Afterlife. I'm very excited for it. Now, in terms of Dune, I have concerns, but I'm also not familiar with the source material. I've seen some things, and some people are concerned, so we'll see. But I don't know yet. I don't know about Dune, but Ghostbusters Afterlife, possibly. I think is going to be good, but I don't know if it's going to be enough to turn the tide. What I think can turn the tide is just the wokeness eating itself alive. I think that's the only thing that can help. John Ghost with another super sticker, with the cheering super sticker. Thank you, John. God dang, man. Yes. George, your mom is, I hear his mom's doing great. So, that's really great news. George. So I saw Keely say something about that. And yeah, we're happy that your family's doing well, George. That is just awesome. Awesome. Let me see. Jeremy, have you heard of a trash YouTuber named Broden? All he does is make videos on good people like you and Clownfish. I can't really keep up with the people that I can't keep up with the people that make videos about me. It's kind of to the point where I'll see it in my recommended feed. I'm like, wait, that guy made a video? Okay, who is this guy? Like, it's gotten to the point where it's profitable for people to make videos about Geeks and Gamers. I'm okay with that. That just means we're doing something right. Like, the fact that I or Geeks and Gamers is their Hollywood because they have to talk about Geeks and Gamers to get views and be relevant is a compliment to me. It's an absolute compliment to me. I don't generally make videos on YouTubers because I'm okay with other YouTubers being successful. If you're making videos about me, that's your problem. I don't mind if other YouTubers are successful, even if they disagree with me, even if they don't like me, even if they make different content than me, even if they have different opinions than me. I don't care. So if you have a problem with my opinion to the point where you need to build an entire channel off of it, that's a you problem. And I'm okay with it. Like, I encourage it. Make fucking videos about me. Continue to tell people about me, because only one of two things is going to happen. Either people that watch it are still going to hate me, or the people that watch it didn't know me and they're going to look into me and they can make up their own mind. It's a win-win for me because it keeps me relevant. As long as people hate me enough to make videos about me, it means that I'm relevant. So I don't care about other YouTubers in terms of their success. I don't get jealous of success. I don't get jealous of subscribers. I'm happy when other people succeed, regardless of what their opinions are. But inherently, what it comes down to is these people that don't like me, it's one simple thing. They don't like my opinions. That's never gonna work out for you. If opinions offend you that bad, then you're gonna live a miserable life. You know what I mean? Like, it's truly insane to me that these people they talk about how Jeremy makes negative videos. Jeremy spreads negativity. And they're upset that Jeremy spreads negativity, yet all they do is make videos about me in a negative way, complaining that all I do is make negative videos. What? Seriously, like, it's unbelievable. Exactly. Thank you. Thank you. Nobody talks about this. I helped Brie Larson when she was a struggling up and coming YouTuber. I helped her. Okay? I plunged my hand down to the filth of YouTube in the algorithm, and I pulled a struggling Brie Larson out of the struggling YouTuber world. Let me see. Okay. Make sure I haven't. Oh, Punk Waddle, holding people accountable for what they preach, that they value is the issue here. You don't have to like either side. Agreed. 100%. And then we've got Megatron, bro. I got that one. Jared Weaver, another win for Jeremy. Let me see. Snake Eyes bombed. Yes, Snake Eyes bombed. Snake Eyes lost money. It's a very well-deserved bomb. It's Snake Eyes. That is a movie that should have never existed. It pissed me off. I was ahead of the curve on that. I said over a year ago that this movie was ruined by identity politics. Now, to be clear, the movie itself, in terms of the movie that we saw, identity politics was not really part of the Snake Eyes movie. And this is what I've talked about over and over again. Just because it's not in the movie doesn't mean that it can't affect the product. Because why? Identity politics was relevant in the casting. In the beginning phases of this movie, they were focused on removing the blonde-haired, blue-eyed white guy so that they could have a stereotypical Asian. Because in terms of the Snake Eyes movie, in their mind, Asians are only good at one thing: martial arts. That's it. That's basically what they felt. Asians are only good at one thing: martial arts. It's truly unbelievable how out of touch with reality these people are. Snake Eyes was only Snake Eyes in name only. It doesn't represent G.I. Joe. It doesn't represent the character. None of that movie represented Snake Eyes at all. Is it an all-time bad movie in terms of Ghostbusters 2016? Not really. Which, I mean, again, don't be wrong, I haven't seen Ghostbusters 2016. I've seen enough of it and I've heard enough feedback on it, but it's just not a good movie even for what it's trying to be. And then you add insult to injury by putting G.I. Joe into it. It's just a complete disaster. It's truly unbelievable. Unbelievable. Holy shit. George just sent another $250 on the Streamlabs side. Georgia. George just sent another $250. Are you going to, let's see, are you going to breathe the hell out of Kevin Smith and do a hilltop of videos? He deserves those laser eyes. We'll be looking forward to all you do. Keep fighting the good fight. Hail, Geeks and Gamers. George Moilo for another $250 fucking dollars. That's $250, $500 on the Streamlabs side. Swig of water for George Moilo and the working man. So to answer your question, my plan is to breathe the hell out of Kevin Smith. Absolutely. I want to breathe the hell out of Kevin Smith because Kevin Smith won't stop making the situation worse. He won't stop. Like, all he needs to do is shut his mouth, but he can't do it. He can't do it. And I don't know why. I don't know why he can't just, yes, George is a legend. So yes, I will keep making Kevin Smith videos because he deserves it. I do not agree at all with this narrative that people are saying that we're promoting. Again, this is the same shit that people said about Solo. This is the same shit that the left-wing people would say about Solo and Captain Marvel and everything else. They would say, well, the more you talk about it, the more you promote it. No, that's you just being upset that we're getting a lot of views and we're getting a lot of attention and you can't get it. Me trashing Masters of the Universe is only going to hurt it. Why? Because I'm giving my opinion. My job is to give my opinion. Everybody who's going to know about Masters of the Universe knows about it. When some random person hates on me on YouTube, they're exposing an audience that doesn't know who I am. I'm not a household name. I'm not a fucking household name. I'm not under the umbrella of Netflix, the biggest fucking entity in entertainment right now with 200 million subscribers. So when I have some random person that hates me talk about me, they're introducing me to people that have no idea I exist. Everybody knows who Kevin Smith is. Everybody knows what Masters of the Universe is. Me talking bad about it and exposing Kevin Smith's lies doesn't promote anything. It calls them out for their bullshit. So when I hear that narrative out there by people that are jealous of my success, I just laugh about it. Everybody knows who Netflix is. Netflix is going to be successful or not successful based on their decisions, not if Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers talks about it with 1,000 people watching my live stream. I don't have that much power. I don't have that much influence. Thank you for believing I do, but I don't. So when Solo lost money, and by the way, Solo did lose money. Solo didn't lose money because Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers had a lot of bad things to say about it prior to it coming out. Solo lost money because everyone looked at it and said, we don't want to see this bullshit. And there's a lot of negativity surrounding it anyway. It's not because Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers talked about it. Captain Marvel didn't make $1 billion because Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers made 100 Brie Larson videos. That didn't happen. It happened because they protected that movie and they strategically placed it in a perfect spot where it would maximize its money. Not because some asshole in a pool house did it. This is a different channel, so I always have to preface it going, it's okay if you don't support Trump. Geeks and Gamers is not a pro-Trump company. We're not an anti-Trump company. We are an individual company, meaning people within Geeks and Gamers can be whatever they want. They can say whatever they want. They can have whatever opinions they want. They can support who they want to support, and they don't have to listen to anyone coming down on them for it. I am a proud Trump supporter, and I am never going to apologize for that. I am not going to apologize for calling out the entertainment industry for all the bullshit that they have been producing. And again, like I said on Friday Night Tights last night, I said we were ahead of the curve. This was never about a movie or entertainment. This was something we were seeing building and building and building. And if you go back to Ghostbusters 2016, if you go back to The Force Awakens, or I'm sorry, The Last Jedi. If you go back to these movies, what was the thing that was said? Your opinion has to represent our opinion. Your opinion has to reflect our opinion. If you like this movie, that's okay. But if you dislike this movie, you are offending us. You are hurting us. You are toxic. You are against women. You're against minorities. What are we hearing now in the real world? If you don't do this thing that we are saying you have to do, you are hurting these people. You are hurting this group. You are hurting other people. You are putting people's lives in danger. This left-wing nonsense, that's their mindset. They think you have to repeat everything. Everything. It's unbelievable. They just think you have to think like them. I don't understand it, but it is what it is. What happened? Did something happen to the stream? Did something happen to the stream? This seriously, the moment I said Trump, you guys started, I saw we just lost like a ton of viewers. What? Get the hell out of here, man. I'm not getting any issues on my end either. Wow. That's fucked up. Yeah, I saw like we dropped viewers for a minute. So as soon as I said Trump, wow. Oh my God. So as soon as I said Trump, the stream started going crazy. That doesn't surprise me at all. That doesn't surprise me at all. Wow. Oh, well. Oh, well. Unbelievable. It lagged for a few seconds. Yes. I said the magic word. What the hell? Sorry, we're back up to 1,000 viewers now. You guys are back. Jeez. These people, man. He's their boogeyman. He's their boogeyman. And now Ron DeSantis is their new boogeyman. But again, I'm not going to get too far into that. And I would love to. I love talking all this stuff. And I wish I would. I need to. I want to upload more to D-Day Cobra. The problem is that I don't know what the line is right now. You know what I mean? I don't know where that line is. And I feel like the D-Day Cobra channel, my personal channel, it's a tough line because I talk a lot of politics over there. So I don't know exactly how to juggle that. Samurai Vader, here's some money to add to my $2,000 debt. Thank you, Samurai Vader. So you changed your avatar, Samurai Vader. John Ghost with another $50 super sticker. What? Holy shit. Thank you, John. Damn, John is blowing it up. John, we got George Moilo. Amazing support, guys. Phantom Mercenary. Hail, Jeremy. About to schedule my trip to Vegas, but concerned about Vegas locking down over Delta. What are your thoughts on the probability of this? I mean, I will be there. Okay. My personal channel is on Odyssey, by the way. My personal channel is on Odyssey. I saw someone asking about BitChute. It's not on BitChute, but it is on Odyssey. And I do have a Rumble account. I only have like 3 videos over there. But look, all I can tell you is I'm very aware of potentially what's going on in the world. And I'm very aware of potential lockdowns happening. We're gonna be in Vegas. What happens with that, I don't know, but I do think that if you're concerned about potential lockdowns, I think that that's a valid concern for sure, because right now, if you're following like Jack Posobiec over on Twitter, he's on top of a lot of this stuff, and I do think that we're probably going to be facing a lot of potential lockdowns moving forward. It's just ridiculous, man. So I mean, I would say be safe, and be safe in terms of your decision making and things like that. But we're gonna be there. What happens, I don't know. But I am concerned. Too. Let's see. Dos Gecko says, keep up the great work. Thoughts on bringing Stephen Summers back to make G.I. Joe movie? Also, can I get a thank you very much for old time's sakes? Thank you very much. Yeah, Stephen Summers, no. I don't want Stephen Summers back doing any G.I. Joe movies. And I hated the Rise of Cobra, Retaliation too. But like I said, the Snake Eyes movie did make me appreciate those movies a little bit more. But I just, no. I don't want Stephen Summers back. Nowhere near G.I. Joe, unfortunately. Let me see. Dorian Stanley says Trump 2024. I'm right there with you, brother. Thank you, Dorian, for the $20 super chat. Should have been a $24 super chat, but that's okay. Trump 2024. Let's see. Amaru Trey says, no Breefoot sightings, but I've definitely seen a sucky actress with weird feet. Hashtag Chupa Larson. Damn, savage, y'all. Dos Gecko, question. Is it hypothetical that you want your entertainment to not be political and woke, yet your opinions into the entertainment industry you make for... Wait, hang on. Let me highlight that, okay? Okay. Question. Is it hypocritical that you want your entertainment to not be political and woke, yet you put your politics into the entertainment you make for us? So the difference is I've always said this. If you can find a Hollywood person that can sit down and publicly say that they fully will accept all Trump supporters to consume their products, and that they hope Trump supporters watch their content, and they support Trump supporters going to their movies, then we got a fair game. But that'll never happen. I can sit here and tell you that as a Trump supporter, I am 100% okay with Biden supporters and Biden voters and people that don't like Donald Trump to still support Geeks and Gamers, watch Geeks and Gamers, and be part of Geeks and Gamers as a whole. I've said that over and over again. Hollywood can't do that. Hollywood decided that they have drawn a line in the sand. Hollywood is a place that you can only have one political opinion. All right? That's the difference. So it's not hypocritical of me because I don't have any echo chamber. Like I said, you go look at Uche's Twitter account right now and other people. And trust me, there's more people on the Geeks and Gamers team that don't like Trump, but they don't put it out there as vocally as Uche. So I don't use them as an example because it's not really fair to put them out there as something that they don't publicly just put themselves out there as. There are plenty of people on the Geeks and Gamers team that don't like Trump and don't like my politics. And I fully support them having their own opinions on whatever issues they want. Hollywood can't say the same thing. Hollywood can't do that. Gina Carano is a perfect example of that. Gina Carano shared her political opinion and she was completely ran out of Hollywood. So the difference is that Hollywood loves to talk about politics, but only their politics. Only their politics are acceptable. Only their candidates are the worthy candidates. If you disagree with them, you will be cast out. So that's the difference right there. It's a fair question. It's 100% fair question. And I totally understand that. And I know that argument's been used against me over and over again. They're like, Jeremy says he doesn't want politics in Hollywood, but he talks about politics because Hollywood can't get away from it. Hollywood can't get away from it. Hollywood can't stop talking about it. So you want to talk politics? Let's talk politics. Let's talk about how great of a president Donald Trump is. Since you want to talk politics, I'll talk politics. Hey, Mark Hamill, Donald Trump is the greatest president of my lifetime. You want to talk politics, Mark Hamill? Let's talk politics. Oh, suddenly you don't want to talk politics when I'm praising Trump because it's not about them talking politics. It's about them getting their echo chamber and they can all go fuck themselves. That's my problem with Hollywood. It's a one-sided argument. They don't really want to talk politics. They want to talk their politics, and no one else is allowed to have an opinion. That's why I am so tired of the bullshit. That's it. But thank you for the question. I do appreciate that. Mike Hill, did you check out the Chucky series trailer? If so, what's your opinion on it? I have not checked that out yet. I haven't even seen the Dune trailer. You know what I mean? I haven't even seen that Dune trailer that just came out. I need to do more trailer reactions. John just sent another $50 super sticker. You guys are insane today. You guys are insane. I love it. I love it. Thank you, John. Another $50 super sticker. Unbelievable. I'm trying to catch up. Das Gecko, who would be perfect to direct a G.I. Joe movie? I don't know. I don't have the answer to that anymore because I feel like Hollywood directors are so compromised at this point. Like, everybody knows my favorite director is Christopher Nolan, but I would never pick Christopher Nolan to direct a G.I. Joe movie. I don't think that would be a good fit at all. It's not so much about the director as much as I want them to respect the characters and the universe. I think that there were pieces to Rise of Cobra and Retaliation that were decent. Again, the portrayal of Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow in both of those movies was spot on. Cobra Commander, at least they got the look of Cobra Commander right in the second movie, even though the first movie was downright unbelievably terrible. Channing Tatum was just a disaster as Duke. And so there's pieces to that puzzle that can be done right. It's not so much a director I have in mind. It's just that I want someone that respects the universe and the characters. But at this point, I don't have any faith in anything they're doing. I mean, right now, Hasbro reportedly is banning hooded Cobra Commander because of racist imagery. Because that's where we are in 2021, where now hooded Cobra Commander is racist imagery. Apparently, I don't even know what the hell's going on anymore. With the nonsense that they spew. You know, and I'm trying to see. All right. Boom, boom. There we go. All right. So yeah. So I'm at the Eric July point of where I just don't want them to. I don't want them to even make anything. I don't want Hollywood to make anything, because I think they're going to ruin it, and that's just sad but true. There's Jesus. I enjoyed Masters of the Universe Revelations. I disagree with folks who call Tila a Mary Sue. In the original cartoon, it was revealed she was the daughter of the sorceress, so Tila always has meant to have a big role. Yeah, I hear you, Jesus. And Jesus and I don't agree on a lot of things, but we're still cool, and he still supports Geeks and Gamers. Jesus and I have had disagreements on politics. And he disagrees with me on Masters of the Universe Revelations. Yet here he is, still being supportive of the channel. Wow, what an amazing concept. Jesus can deal with people that he doesn't agree with and still enjoy their content. Jesus is someone we should look to more of, because again, it's not about you enjoying Masters of the Universe Revelations. It's about the weaponization of how people, not Jesus, but a lot of people are using that and going, oh, if you didn't like it, you're this, that, or the other. And so I'm happy you liked it, Jesus. I didn't know you liked it, but I'm happy you did like it. So yeah, man, and I appreciate you, and I've always appreciated you and your support, man. So I'm happy you liked it. I think it's dog shit. I really do. But again, I can, okay, so and I've talked about this before, okay? I liked X-Men Origins Wolverine, okay? I know it's not a good movie, okay? I know they ruined Deadpool. I know that, okay? It's not a good movie, and what they did to Deadpool was terrible. I don't like Deadpool as a character, so shutting him up, to me, is the best thing you can do to Deadpool. I fucking hate Deadpool. Not to say I didn't like the live-action Deadpool movie, because I did. Both of them were good. The first one was really good. But I just don't like Deadpool as a character. He annoys the shit out of me. He's like an edgelord for the sake of being an edgelord, but whatever. It is what it is. I understand that by me saying that I like that movie, I understand how offensive that is to Deadpool fans. Okay. And I understand how badly done that movie is. So I get it, I liked it. So same with like Terminator Salvation. A lot of people didn't like that movie. I did. I love Terminator Salvation. Mad Max Fury Road. A lot of people love that movie. I fucking hate that movie. I despise that movie. A lot of people love that movie. Swig of water for the working man. Let me see. All right, we're caught up there. We're caught up here. Spirian for $5 on the Streamlabs side. Thank you, Spirian. I appreciate you. Let me see. Cizeron says, as a creative writer, I think the main issue in entertainment is that people surround themselves by yes people. I understand it's hard to hear criticism, especially harsh of your works. But the key is figuring out what's constructive and improve. I agree with that. Hollywood is obviously drowned out by yes men, and it's an echo chamber, and you can't disagree with what they're doing or they will cast you out. So I do think that's a lot of it. I mean, if you've been, okay, so I'm a prequel fan. I love the prequels. I know they have problems. One of the biggest problems with the prequels was that George Lucas was surrounded by yes men. George Lucas was larger than life at that point in time. Like, the dude had a status, a legendary status. Like, it was insane how revered he was and how powerful George Lucas was when they were making, episode 1 and 2. And so I think a lot of the problem that George Lucas had was he was surrounded by yes men. He was surrounded by yes men. And, that to me made the first 2 films suffer greatly in some of the scenes and some of the things that they were doing. So I agree with you 100%. By the way, that was a $10 Streamlabs donation. So thank you for that. Appreciate that so much. And yeah, that's a problem for any industry. You know what I mean? And that's why people always say Geeks and Gamers is this, that, and the other. I specifically designed Geeks and Gamers to have people that disagree with me, because I don't want an echo chamber. I don't want a yes men group. I want people from all different perspectives to have their opportunity to give their perspective. And I'm very happy with the team we have. And I have people that'll challenge me behind the scenes and challenge some of my decisions. And when your decisions are challenged, that's how you get the test to know if it's the right decision. So if I'm behind the scenes with my team, and if I make a decision and then everybody on the team says, I like that idea, I like that idea, I like that idea. Okay, good. Okay. Then I throw another idea and maybe 3 or 4 people on the team go, here's what I have some concerns about that. Okay. And then another person, yeah, I agree. I kind of have some concerns. And then another person, okay, yeah, I see that. That could be a problem. Well, at that point, when I have multiple voices that are challenging my decision, then it allows me as a leader to go, okay, how committed to this am I? And are these concerns valid? Are they kind of, or do I think that we can still move forward with this? It allows me to look at my decision and reassess it to make sure it's the right decision. So when you are challenged, it's a good thing. When you are challenged, it makes you have to take a step back and go, yeah, you know what? That's probably a good point. We should probably dial back on that one. That's why you don't need yes men. That's why you need people that are willing to challenge you. All right. Let's see. Daniel, I've been subscribed for about 4 or 5 months, and I love the energy and backbone you have. Thank you, Daniel. Thank you. I really do appreciate that. I am a lucky to be here. I'm lucky to have the following we have, and I'm lucky to have the support we have. And I'm only able to do this because of all of you. And so I'm happy you're enjoying your time here, and I hope we continue to maintain your support. I'm really happy that you've been here for 4 or 5 months, man. That's great to hear. Let me see. Eric K says a USC hat would go great with that Geeks and Gamers sweatshirt. Are you a USC fan, Eric? I'm about to reassess your involvement here now. Oh gosh. Let me see. If someone can accept being challenged, whatever they believe is then based on weak foundations. Yep, that's right. That's right, George. And again, happy to have you here, George. Man, thank you so much. George Moylo has dropped 2 $250 super chats on the Streamlabs side. John Ghost has been dropping absolute bombs. You all have been dropping bombs. I appreciate that so much. I am probably going to go live again tonight on Gaming with Geeks and play some Mario Golf. So if you have, and it'll be late tonight. It'll be later tonight. I'll be live on Gaming with Geeks playing some Mario Golf. So if you guys have not subscribed to that channel, please do that, Gaming with Geeks. And then also, please subscribe to my boy Disparu. I really want to get him up to, I really want to get Disparu up to 1,000 subscribers. Disparu has done a fantastic job at Geeks and Gamers since he's been here. He makes great content. He's very well spoken. And he's done a great job with Gaming with Geeks. So if you guys can please go subscribe to Disparu, I would appreciate that so much. And then I saw another super chat come in. I don't know where it went. There it is. Let me see. Something that bothers me that they never showed in the prequels was the conflict between Obi-Wan and Owen Lars. There's a lot of missed opportunities in the prequels, and this is why when you compliment something, you got to recognize it has flaws, and the prequels have a lot of missed opportunities. There's a lot of shortcomings in the prequels. I've never disputed that. And I do love Revenge of the Sith, though. I think Revenge of the Sith is absolutely incredible. I think Revenge of the Sith is unbelievable. It's one of my favorites. Here, let me get the link. Revenge of the Sith is quickly. Hang on, let me get that on his channel. I'll drop a link. Hang on, it's pretty hard to find. That's my bad. Copy. All right, here. Paste. Boom. There's the link right there. Sorry about that. I know the link is probably kind of hard to find for Disparu. So, but we do have him up to 250, it looks like. Yeah, 254. So that's a nice little bump for Disparu. So I think we can, we're not going to get him to 1,000 today, but if we can get him up to 300 or 400 today, that would be absolutely phenomenal. But yeah, the prequels definitely have some shortcomings, but man, I love them, and I love the world building involved. George Lucas, from a story standpoint, he's pretty great. It's from an execution standpoint, I think, is where he struggles the most. We got a couple of new members. We've got a couple of new members. We've got Larry. Larry, thank you, Larry. Larry, I thought you were already a member. And we have Aram. Thank you for becoming members. I appreciate that so much. And there's Disparu's link right there. Eric K just highlighted it. So that's probably going to be it for today, because Park Hoppin' is live. So Park Hoppin' is live. My wonderful team over on Park Hoppin'. And I do appreciate all the love you guys have given us. Let me see. All right, we're caught up on Streamlabs. Park Hoppin' is live. So I'm going to ask all of you to go check out Park Hoppin'. Let me see. I'm going to do a screen share right here. And bam, bam. Got Drunk 3PO. You got Buzz the R2. And you got Tugs. And so you guys go show them some love. Again, thank you guys so much. This has been an incredible live stream. And I appreciate you so much. I will upload the clip of me and Tugs talking about Suicide Squad and our review, or her review, and me asking questions about it. Hey, just got to the stream and just want to say that I didn't grow up watching the 80s He-Man. Only saw reruns of it growing up with the 2002 He-Man, and I recommend it to people who want to see a decent reboot. Thank you. Yeah, a few people talked about that earlier, and about how much they like the 2002 He-Man. So thank you for the super chat. Appreciate that. You are very welcome. Thank you. Thank you, George. Incredible support from George. I'm humbled, man. John, George, you guys have been unbelievable. And I do appreciate it so much. Hey, there's Disparu in the chat right there. So you guys go support Disparu. Go ahead and give him a subscribe to him over on his channel. Yes, you are very welcome. And again, I want to thank you for all of your support on the website, in the forums. Your dedication is unbelievable. So I do appreciate that. Let me see. You think the 2002 is worth spending the time to watch? I think so. I haven't. I don't even remember if I watched all of it. I've seen a little bit of it. But I'm gonna go back and watch it just to get more perspective, George. So just because of what's going on with Masters of the Universe now, I think I'm gonna watch the 2002 again in its entirety, so I can, because I can't remember if I remember watching He-Man a lot when I was growing up, and I feel like I watched a little bit of that 2002 a little bit when it rebooted. So I'm going to go back through and watch it, though, and just so I can get better perspective and maybe talk about it. Maybe talk about that. You are very welcome, Bionic Sasquatch. I appreciate it. So, again, we're going to be live. I don't know what the heck that's Krista Nova right there that they're watching now. So, all right. So, we're going to wrap it up. I want you guys to go over to Park Hoppin', show them some love. And then again, I'll probably be live tonight on Gaming with Geeks playing some video games. Looking forward to that. Other than that, I appreciate you all so much. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for all of your support. It's been incredible. And, I'm humbled by the support. This has been another wonderful live stream, and I don't know what I've done to deserve all of your support, but I promise you I will keep grinding, keep pressing forward. And, we're going to keep calling out, everything that's going on. We're going to stand up for fans. We're going to stand against Hollywood and their nonsense, and keep trying to build this up and have a voice for all of us. So thank you guys. Go support Park Hoppin'. Have a great day. And we will talk to all of you later. And I'll see you later tonight over on Gaming with Geeks. Bye, everyone.